grab a drink, because this is Hangover Time.
Heat win. Turn the rant music off.
Whoa.
Turn it off. No. Heat win.
We've been here
Just
before.
another day.
We've been here
Heat
before.
win. No,
Just another day.
y'all ain't gonna get me hyped up off of light work.
Right.
Light work.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I mean, the Heat didn't even play well tonight.
nope.
They played with their food all night. Like, listen, I got a baby. I got a little she's about to be 7 months old.
What?
Adorable baby. Yeah.
Wow.
And what she does is, we just started her out on solid foods, and she sits at a little high chair,
Screaming.
and she gets her food, and she does this shit with it all day long. She's just over here with the strawberries and the avocados and the green peas and shit, throwing bowls at the fucking wall. That's what the Heat did tonight. They played with their food all fucking night. Just played with it. Like,
barely
it
hungry.
Was just, I mean, did y'all eat? Did you have a late lunch?
Nah.
Like, what happened? Like, listen, y'all ain't gonna. No, there's gonna be no rant music for me tonight. There's gonna be Mr. N says, "Don't play with your meat." No, don't play with your meat. You'll go blind. There's not gonna be no rant music for me. I'm not gonna be yelling "Bing Bong." I don't care what these motherfuckers do on 7th Street, fucking rats, and all they do, all that shit they do. Like, we have been here before, right? We are Heat fans. We are used to playoff success, and this was one of the most light work games I have seen since the Heat were blowing out the fucking Bucks when they were Brandon Jennings was talking about Bucks and 6. Like, this has been one of the most relaxing series of my life. Go ahead, bring me out, Brad. We should have played lounge music my whole fucking.
I was gonna say I felt like I was in a spa that entire game.
Yeah, like, I mean, just so relaxing. Oh, they cut it to 2. So it's
felt like I got a hot stones massage back at me.
It's RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. By the way, congratulations to Julius Randle. The first time in his career he shot over 50% in a playoff game.
Let's give it up.
And honestly,
pretty cool.
Thank God he fouled out, because if he hadn't, he'd have probably shot like 3-4 bricks to take him out of that category to finish the game. But holy shit, I mean, just relaxing. Like, listen, this is how I like to spend a nice Monday night. I lit candles. I put like you said, like you said, Moose. I had my foot in a little bath with fucking with bubbles and shit. Mm-hmm. It was just a very just a calm atmosphere. Listen, I'm Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. Welcome in to the very relaxing, very tranquil.
Yeah, it was. Even the transition, it caught me off guard a little bit.
If you're watching live on Twitch, thank you. Go ahead. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can gift subs to your fellow friends and Heat fans.
Yes,
Vane Hype normally likes to send a subscription to an opponent. You can do so if you wish. If you're watching on the
Vane Hype gifted a 1-month tier 1 sub to Josh Hart.
See?
JG resubscribed to Prime. They said, I guess they call it MSG South because they lose here too. And Fest Butter resubscribed to Prime. Said so many shots went in and out on purpose.
Brass, get the imaging because we're gonna hit the New York Knicks 5 times for taking flight 5 home trip drive.
That was a weird ass variation on that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Also, that was one time for the subs. Forgot to shout out the whole.
I'm not even sure which. Oh, the drip drop. I was like, I don't know which imaging that is. Listen, Moose, calm down. It's not that type of night. Let's just calm down. Like I said, if you're watching on the 5 Reasons YouTube page, I'm not sure how you're doing that. But congratulations to you from some kind of hack, because we're not on the 5 Reasons YouTube page. But if you're watching the replay on the Miami Heat Beat YouTube page, please hit the like or subscribe button. Actually, hit both, please. We appreciate that. And if you're listening to the podcast tomorrow morning on your way to work, slowly driving through tranquil, peaceful Miami traffic,
Just go ahead and
Thank you.
forward through that drip drop.
We love you the most. Yeah, you don't need that kind. You don't need to get your pressure up. This is a very relaxing series. Heat 5, baby. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. Anyway, thank you to the podcast listeners because that's where we make all of our money. Brass. Let's find out what everybody is peacefully drinking, calmly drinking, and I would like you guys to toast. Raise a glass. A tranquil, peaceful glass to your player of the game.
Race.
Brass, before we do that, can you bring me in real quick?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Solo shot. These fucking bums. I'm sorry. These fucking bums. These bum-ass fucking fans. What are the Heat going to do with Mitchell Robinson? How are they going to guard Mitchell Robinson? He's 7'1". Motherfucker has no game. This motherfucker is garbage, trash, whack. He's fucking, his whole style is whack. Fuck Mitchell Robinson. Oh, MSG South, we're going to take over. Go ahead. Take over. Cheer for what? You guys have led by a total of 2 points in 2 games for like 30 seconds. Cheer for what? What are you taking over? All you did was look sad as fuck in your fucking Knicks jerseys. Look like assholes. Look at fucking Spike Lee. You're 90 years old, bro. 90. What the fuck are you wearing? You look like a goddamn idiot. That's what you guys did. Yes, you took over. You MSG South. You took over the Kaseya Center, American Airlines Arena, crypto bullshit. I don't even know what it's fucking called anymore. Go ahead, take it over. For what? To be sad? To be sad in Miami? To trickle your ass over to 11 on a Monday night? Go ahead, take it over. Your team is fucking trash. Nobody cares how loud you cheer if your fucking team is losing. You guys thought you guys were gonna come into Miami.
Being wrong.
Miami.
Being wrong.
You guys thought you were gonna do that shit on Kaye Ocho? Get the fuck out of here. You got dominoes thrown in your goddamn face. What is wrong with y'all? MSG South, we're gonna take over. Take over what, motherfucker? Y'all trash. Your team is fucking trash. Y'all got hyped up off a mid-fucking squad because you beat the Cleveland Cavaliers? The Cleveland Cavaliers, you had like 4 collective playoff games between the entire goddamn roster as soon as they let Kevin Love go. Thank you, by the way, Cleveland. Thank you for Kevin Love, you fucking idiots. No, MSG South, we're gonna take over. Knicks fans from Miami, you don't run shit. Get your punk asses back up to New York, freezing your fucking ass off, dry humping rats on fucking 6th Street. Ooh. Fuck out of my goddamn city, you fucking losers. Bring me out, Brass.
Bing bang.
I tried.
I like that he couldn't even wait till the end of the segment to bring it back around. He's
like, no. You know what? Fuck this. Tear up.
Clown. MSG South, we're gonna take over. Take over what? Take over what? Take over an Uber back to your shit fucking hotel on fucking Collins, you fucking bums. Losers. Stay on Alton Road. I'm on South Beach. You about 3 miles from South Beach, you fucking loser. Anyway, sorry, Moose.
No, it's all what are you good. Drinking? Listen. Drinking.
Who was your player of the game?
I thought you said raise some grass. So
no.
Hey now.
Not on Twitch.
Okay, player of the game. First of all, what am I drinking? You already know, some monkey shoulder. All right, I'm on my 5th drink because we're getting the 5-game whole thing going. I'm burning up here.
Yeah.
Listen, my player of the game. I want to keep it going because I've been shouting him out the whole time. I think Kyle Lowry, what he's been doing with the second unit has been sensational. I said it earlier. Yes, I am smoking on that Knicks pack for sure. Coughing up a lung. I think what Kyle Lowry has been doing with the second unit has been sensational. He has earned every single dollar of his playoff bonus, but not the regular season paycheck, so we're going to take that back. However, he is killing it this series, and he has been, outside of Jimmy Butler, one of the biggest difference makers. Brass, take me out.
Wonderful. I agree. That was going to be my player of the game, so now I have to adjust. Tiffany Meeks.
Yes.
Who was your player of the game, and why was it Max Strus?
So I know that's where y'all thought I was gonna go, but I don't need to say nothing else about Max. I don't need to say nothing else. Tonight, my player of the game is Derrick Rose because that motherfucker thought he was gonna play tonight.
Oh, curveball.
Yeah.
And he did not.
Nope.
Tiff, wait. Let me talk to Tiff real quick. Bring me up. Tiff, who was that dude they brought in, that McBride? Was it
Yes.
McBride?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a try hard if I ever seen it.
And
He
they
wasn't doing nothing, but that motherfucker was shaking. He was shaking out there. He
just
was
look,
shaking on
just
his
hands
shit.
and knees.
The effort.
Yes, it's shaking.
Just hands and knees.
That was Tibbs ace in the hole, baby.
Yeah, it was.
That motherfucker was straight zeros, had one assist and one person foul, but he was out there shaking.
Oh, he had a 1-and-1. Woohoo! Man,
Let me say this.
cooking out
They
there.
closed the game with him, Tiff. They closed the game with him, shaking.
And they looked, the way they closed is the
Shake.
way they looked in the beginning. Just shaking.
Shaky.
Just shaking.
Ain't shaking nothing.
But I want to say this because I know it's supposed to be white hot. But I don't. Just for y'all at home and y'all watching, I'm wearing a white Office T-shirt with the cast of The Office. You know why? Because a bitch like comedies.
That's right.
And that's what I've been watching all series, a comedy.
I thought, I like that. I thought you were shouting out Cody Zeller. Shout out, Dwight Schrute.
I mean, listen, I like to laugh. Y'all ain't been laughing this series. Come on.
I love jokes.
They told me they had told me
the Knicks got
the
15 of
Knicks
them.
was the favorite. That's what I had heard.
Nah, they said, hey, listen. Listen, because I like punishment. I'll listen to some Knicks podcasts. They're like, put Grimes in the starting lineup. It's a wrap for these niggas. It's a wrap. We're gonna bring Grimes in. The spacing gonna be out of control. He's a Jimmy stopper. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep doing
What
that
did I
Jimmy
say?
stopper shit.
What did I say in the chat? Everybody was like, "Oh, okay, he can shoot." I give that little boy a little props. He can shoot, but what did I say? He got to play defense on somebody.
Which is why when motherfuckers were clamoring for him, we was in the chat. They was like, "Sure, with him starting, they still a negative 11. What are we
exactly?
Like,
Who was he guarding?
He's not leveling up.
The baseline? Who was
we
he
get that
guarding?
on a t-shirt, please.
Zeller Farms.
No, they really did. Like, Grimes is a really good defender. He could space the floor, motherfucker. Okay. Anyway,
We should just log into the Knicks space right now and just play it.
Can we? Oh my God, can we do that?
What they do?
No, and they keep blaming.
Can we do it, Brass?
That's so good.
Like, is there a way to do that? Because that actually
we
would
can
be
try.
hilarious.
We didn't really test that
Well,
out, so I could go
yeah,
south very quickly.
Hey, just
Keep
test
going.
it. Listen, we live. We could keep talking while you test it.
We'll see.
Well,
Let's do the show. We'll see if we can do it.
Before that, let me find out who
That's
Brad's
fine.
player of the game is, because I love the fact that they blaming Tibbs. Like he looking at that bench. They would know what they said today. They're like, play Evan Fournier. Why?
They
What
said
are
it was
not
his.
to lose?
I heard Ashley. What's that girl name? Ashley Nicole
Nicole
Moss.
Moss.
Ashley
said-
Nicole Moss. is
She
in.
said it was Fournier time.
She told me it was
She's gonna have a
over
whole
as well.
chapter in the receipt segment for the next show.
I remember when she interviewed Bam and she was like, "How hard is it to guard guys like Julius Randle?" And that nigga almost laughed in her face. Listen,
But can
All
I
right,
just say
Ashley.
real quick, Brass? The reason Knicks fans are hating on Tibbs right now is because if anybody caught the inside the coach's huddle audio from Tibbs, it was the most least interested thing I've ever heard. The guy had zero energy. He's like, "All right, guys, just keep playing hard. See if you can box
keep
him out or
passing.
something.
You know what he
Yeah,
said? Lucy was like, just keep passing.
Just keep throwing the ball around.
keep
Eventually
passing.
it'll
Yeah,
end
so
up
eventually
somewhere."
somebody be open. How? I'm not sure.
He was over it too. I'm sorry, Brass. You're playing
I'm
the
not
game.
sure.
That's all good.
If you just keep passing, eventually somebody's gonna be open.
Sweat.
Draw up a play. I don't know.
Mashed potato throat.
That was kind of gross.
That
Brass,
was gross.
Supposed to drink this fucking drink now? After that?
Brass,
Holy hell.
who's your player of the game? What are you drinking? All that good shit.
My player of the game goes along with the drink that I found a recipe for. My player of the game is Bam Adebayo. Because 23
Yes, sir.
and 13, he was dominant. I lost count on the dunks that he had. He was aggressive. He set the tone early. This is exactly what we needed from him. And I mean, he's just getting those second chance shots, stuff like that. He was really showing out in a way that he's been a little absent at times in this series. Again, not so much defensively. Defensively, he's been doing a great job the entire playoffs, but offensively, he really had it going tonight. So I looked online. I found a drink called the BAM. And so I made that tonight. So that is pineapple juice, lemon juice, simple syrup, and cognac. And it's with some pineapple fronds in there, and it's delicious. Oh. Not as sweet as this one tonight, though.
Class jazz.
If you know Brass White, because he can just look up a recipe and he has all the ingredients in the house.
Yep. Honey, we got papaya mix.
Black people, you look up a recipe, I gotta go get time. I got no time in the house.
We be substituting.
Look, we be like, Alexa, what can I use instead of time?
Right, I'm saying substituting shit. What tastes like time?
Knicks are going to have all the time in the world after the next game.
I don't even know what a paprika looks like. Talk about fresh paprika. I got that powder shit.
I'm just going to ask more.
I met paprika in the club one night. What's up?
Hey, yo. Bun. I'm sorry, I got that mashed potato throat. Bun.
It's that gravy.
What are you drinking? And gravy. Who is your player of the game?
Drip drop. I'm drinking some water. I gotta drive tomorrow. My player of the game is a combination of my boy and fucking Caleb Martin. Like I am Caleb's intangibles. Who?
Caleb.
Oh yeah, yes. I couldn't think of what their couple name was. It is Caleb.
There you go. Come on.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm here for.
Between Gabe's defense, his on-ball defense, his digs early on were so well timed. They were just so like on target. I love the on-ball defense he played against Brunson today. And then Caleb, just athleticism, his instincts, his activity, the motor, his timing with his athleticism. There was a missed New York shot and like the rebound bounced super high, and all these other idiots are just like already off the ground, and Caleb is just then just spring up. Yes,
situation.
Listen, Carla Tiana, no, cross me, okay. But no, just the two of them and what they bring. But really, I'm like Tiff. I don't need to say too much more. I hope about two, but continuing to shout out Caleb, and you can take me out. I just like how they're using him. Like they're letting him get downhill, but with intent. Like they're doing things that make sense with him. They're using his athleticism.
95 in the chat says that frosted full court.
Listen, smothering.
Listen, y'all were watching the game, man, and he did not let this motherfucker Jalen Brunson breathe.
No.
Yep.
Frosting coated, smothered.
Coated this motherfucker with sugary goodness.
Man.
Listen, they couldn't inbound the ball after a fucking made shot. Like, he was not, Jalen Brunson did not touch the ball on most possessions until about 13 seconds left in the clock. That is what the fuck you do to the New York Knicks. And you know what?
Yep.
I will give it to the other four starters. They actually showed up a little bit. So, but they took Jalen Brunson out the game, and it was 100% fucking Gabe Vincent.
That three he airballed in the corner and then got it back, like immediately got that tip, and then Jimmy got the tip and then passed it back. Like stuff like that all game, all night.
Listen, the Knicks scored their top three players 76 points combined. Like the Knicks played well tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, if this were a regular season game, it would be a different outcome.
Yeah, they play well enough tonight. Let's put it that way.
Their
and
main
it
guys
still didn't matter.
They just don't have any depth. They don't have
this deep bench that we were supposed to be terrified of. Yeah, has been absolutely non-existent.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of Hartenstein. No, whatever the fuck.
All he gonna do
only in the courtroom. Only in the courtroom.
This is what you see all night.
Civil Smirch, whatever the fuck his name is.
And he went to the line. There was a play. Did they even announce who fouled him? Because the announcers were like, I don't even know who got the foul call. Like he just lunged forward and fell and got. I'm not
gonna do the ref shit tonight.
No, don't need.
But the Knicks fans complaining about the refs, y'all got some gifts tonight.
Yes.
Gift wrap presents.
Refs
right in your
if
doorstep.
The refs weren't involved, it would have been a runaway.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but anyway, so my player of the game, and nobody brought him up, is once again Hemi.
Please.
Jimmy Butler. By the way, I'm drinking bullet bourbon and some blood orange ginger beer because
delicious.
Why not?
All right.
But why Jimmy Butler? Because he does whatever the fuck his team needs that night.
Right.
He reads the game. He understands the game. He knows what's happening, and he does whatever the team needs that night. Did he need to take over? Did he throw the cape on tonight, Tiff? He didn't have
not
to.
Really? No.
They were doing what they had to do, and when they needed him to score a timely bucket, he scored a timely bucket. And then you turn around, he's got 27 points. When?
Yeah, it was the lightest 27 points ever.
Yep.
Didn't even realize it.
But every time they need that timely bucket, the Knicks took it from an 8-point deficit to a 5-point deficit, a 5-point deficit to a 2-point deficit. It's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler making sure he gets to the foul line, or Jimmy Butler hitting a little turnaround, getting in the lane, making the right pass to a guy like Max or a guy like Gabe to make a timely shot. Like he's doing. And so, like, I feel like people keep bigging up Devin Booker. Devin Booker is the best player in these playoffs this year. And he has been nice. Don't get me wrong. Devin Booker has been incredible. But what Jimmy Butler is doing on a team where he doesn't have a Kevin Durant taking attention away from him.
Got a Hamish.
Everything. Yeah, he has Haywood Highsmith to get attention away from him.
Shout out Haywood, though.
He's doing everything he needs to do in a timely fashion to make sure his team wins games. And he is right now, what are they, 7-2 in the playoffs? Like, you got to give it up to Jimmy Butler. Like, he is, and I think, what are they, 7-1 when he plays?
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
So when you ask me who is the best player in these playoffs, and there are a lot of guys have been shining, a lot of guys have been putting up big numbers. Jimmy's been putting up big numbers, but he's also done everything it takes to contribute to wins. And you got to give it up to Jimmy. Like, he's him.
And he's doing it efficiently, Alf. Like, shout out to the chat that keeps mentioning it. 70% from the field tonight. 27 points on 70% from the field. I mean, no, Brass. Yeah. I don't have that much data. Take me the fuck out. But, it was a nice one. It's too much pressure. It's too much drip drop.
He was 9 for 17. That's not 70.
Well, I'm definitely not 70.
No.
It's more
than above 50.
Right.
Okay. There you go.
It's higher than
numbers.
See, you're going to fucking bring me in full screen on that shit?
Fuck them numbers. We don't care about that.
Know your players. Know your role. Come on.
It's played on both sides of the court. That's why Jimmy's the best player right now in the playoffs.
He was stressing me out early on. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he had some forced passes. I thought there were some gambles in some spots that like stressed me out a little bit. But then like very easily, not even turned it around. Jimmy was a decoy. Maybe, sure. I don't know. He a quiet 27, a quiet, efficient 27, and not needing to put a cape on, but it's still capable, of course.
I also think it was just they saw Bam was being ultra aggressive at the beginning, and especially if you're Jimmy and you want to see that, you continue feeding into that. You're not going to take.
I feel like we lost Bam a little bit. Like I feel like we didn't keep feeding him
in the second half, but I think. Shout out to Siobhan. I think she had to, step away and take a call or something. I think what happened though, like in the fourth quarter, where we went absolutely cold. And the difference in the game for me was the offensive rebounds. And, you got to give some of that to fucking Bam. You got to give a lot of that to Caleb. I mean, everybody literally crashing the boards on everything. Yep. Because, like I was saying earlier, in the regular season, this could have gotten away from us in the third quarter. Knicks had a really good third quarter.
But you know what I like?
Our defense was just tightened up.
What I liked is that they crashed the offensive boards. They were aggressive. And what they realized is that the Knicks didn't have a run game, right? They didn't have that run out game that you had, right, Tiff? Like they didn't. Yep. You're not afraid of what they can do in the open court,
right?
You were in the regular season, but for some reason that shine has just gone away. Like you're not afraid of them in the open court anymore. So you can crash the offensive boards. For some reason, Tiff, Mitchell Robinson in that fourth quarter. I mean.
Who?
He turned into 6'3".
Pumpkin.
Yeah, like Mitch Robinson, like Mitch Robbins. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He became a different person.
Mitchie.
I'll admit one thing. that there is with him, and it doesn't make a difference offensively, but he does have like some sort of hip issue, which everybody has issues this point in the season, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that like he was able to play against Cleveland because they're just like him, long, lanky, and they just trying to go straight up with the ball. Mm-hmm. So he just wants you to go straight up with the ball because he's just going to block it. The problem is that Bam can pull him away from the basket.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Bam is not afraid to shoot the 15-foot jump shot, which is what's going to kill Mitchell Robinson, because once he's away from the basket, he's rendered useless at this point. Because his goal is to protect the rim and get the rebound. So once you get him out of there, that's it for him. Offensively, like he's a putback guy. He's a rim runner.
He has no game.
No game. Nope. And the thing is, when you keep them out of transition, you render him useless offensively. That's pretty much what it is.
And they closed with him, Tiff. They had to close with him because they were getting beat the fuck up on the boards.
I was about to say, where else are you going to go? Yeah.
Because they were getting Hartenstein, Doofenshmirtz.
The law office of Hartenstein. Yeah.
Geflurgen.
Gerden. Like, he couldn't do shit. And it wasn't even like big body rebounds. There was a couple of those from Bam, but it was just like those long rebounds, 50-50 balls that the Heat have been losing all season long. And and it was Kyle, it was all these guys just being really fucking scrappy. But listen, let's get to what so many people want to get to. There were so many great plays tonight, so many guys. Let's get to our guys of the game. This is a hilarious comment. Knicks got 11 dudes who wouldn't get minutes on Miami's roster.
And they were all drafted.
Drafted.
Hey.
Like the Knicks were bad and drafted a
week.
lot of these dudes in the first round and such. But I'm not even gonna get it. I'm just saying I think it's funny because the way that we've looked at the Heat all year. That the Heat is just full. The Heat roster is full of guys that aren't NBA players, and now you're looking at it. The Knicks, who were a 5 seed, beat the Cavs in 5, facing the Heat, favorited to win this series. Now you're telling me that 11 guys on the Knicks roster couldn't even make the Heat roster. I just think that's funny. Let's get to
so dumb, man. Never doubted it. I love this team.
I know you love draft.
Love it. Never doubted it.
Jackass. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll start off with that. That Jimmy block.
Let's go back.
That's my favorite one.
Let's see. We'll see a close up of that.
Damn.
I don't know.
I tweeted that was better than the LeBron on Tiago's Twitter block.
Yeah,
someone told me the stakes were different. Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Tiago won't jump in for real.
But that's 6-8 versus 7-1 with LeBron and Tiago.
Yeah,
this is
I feel like
second round. Quentin Grimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
I still give it to the LeBron one.
Right.
Let's
move on.
Kevin Love.
Here we go.
Here's Bam.
Psych.
Not giving it up. Not kicking it out. And one.
Nice.
And one. Love that.
Just
put your hands down, Mitchell.
See some more Bam actions here.
Every time.
Look at that.
How many times did we see that tonight? Hey, Alf.
Yeah, but how many times in the regular season did we see him stop short and hit a
and we were just dying for him to go up with it and just slam it down.
Yes, but he has been doing that all this whole series. When he's had that lane to just dunk it, even times that you thought he didn't have the lane, he just dunked it on motherfuckers. And thank you, Bam.
And there was actually a moment, I believe in the first half, I don't remember exactly when, but Kyle called out Bam. He said, you got the guy on you. Fucking go for it. Like, and I think
was the one that
you need to keep reinforcing that on Bam.
I think that's the one that we showed earlier. But yes, you're correct. Look
that's
at
one of my favorite
Get
things.
in the passing lane. Get in the passing lane.
The hustle. Look at that. Everybody.
It was after that.
You should do that every single time.
Everybody's getting involved. Look at this. Yeah. Everybody.
Patty cake.
Yeah, that's definitely the one gave airballed in the corner.
Got him.
And got it back.
Love it.
Take that 23 off your back, Robinson.
Yeah.
Disgrace.
What do we got now? Yeah, clips on clips.
This stressed me out. That pass stressed me out.
Look at this.
Look at that ball movement, though.
Everybody gets on. Love gave us the Caleb right there.
I love, man.
Shout out to the play-by-play announcer. He made a fantastic comment. He was like,
I was just about to say, yo, go ahead.
Kevin Love just couldn't stop anymore. Like, his wheels just don't stop. Shout out to him because he kept moving and went straight to the three.
Exactly. Oh, it was a long two.
It was a long two.
Yeah, it was. I said it gave us the Caleb.
Look at Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
Gianni. That's who.
Yes, Buns. Give it to us. Look at that. Was that Grimes falling for that?
No, that was Grimes, the Knicks savior.
Mm-hmm.
The savior of MSG South.
That was his closeout and falling for the pump fake.
Kyle he definitely deserves some criticism at many points this season, but at this point though, he is exactly who you want.
Yes, he is.
Coming off that bench.
Role for him.
Exactly.
Off the bench.
He's calm and collected, just like his best friend in the world, Jimothy motherfucking Butler. Let's see. We got a couple more plays here.
Him.
Nope. He's like, ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, Tiff, that was for you.
That was for me.
That was for you, Tiff.
Look at that. Slip the screen.
Look at that.
Yep. Jalen Brunson, where are you at?
Jalen know he can't go at Max.
Undisciplined.
Jalen can't go at Max.
What are you doing? You are never going to get to Jimmy and recover back to Max. Like if Max would have taken the three there, you still would have been out of the play.
Vaughn, let me tell y'all something. You will never win a title with Jalen Brunson as your best.
He can't be. He can't be your best player. He can't be your vet. Like,
right.
Like he's
disciplined and shit. What is that? Anyway,
for what I think is the best dunk of the night, I got it.
Here we go. Look at this.
Raise the roof, Caleb.
This is a talk yo shit, Caleb.
Launch pad, Caleb.
Talk yo. Let me find out Mitchell Robinson is in every poster tonight.
I will say, though, I was very worried about his leg when he came down. I was like, can you land on both feet, please?
I know.
You know what? He's the one I trust the most with them awkward-ass landings. He always lands strange.
That's a talk yo shit, Caleb.
And that is not second quarter with 8 minutes left. That is a big
that's a big play
point right there.
That's a big play.
And that's like a momentum dunk too, because that gets everyone hyped.
Yeah, no, like listen, that was a big one. Like there was a lot. They just kept doing it all night long. Like every time, like you knock it down to 5, it's down to 7. They just kept coming up with big play after big play after big play. And honestly, like I don't feel like they had the best shooting night. I don't think it was the best night of Heat basketball. But what I do feel like is that they just knew that they had this shit in the bag.
Yeah,
like just beat them in every fucking facet of the game.
Beat them by 12 on the boards, though. That is
That's huge.
And that was the difference in the game. I mean, we said it. They went cold in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
I mean, we had some turnovers that were just mind-numbingly stupid in the first, and it was feeling a little bit like, oh boy, like I hope they're taking this seriously because it could very well turn the other way. But
I will tell you, I'm sorry, I did yawn. My bad. Listen, I got a baby. I'm up at 6 o'clock every fucking morning. You talk about them not taking this seriously. Like there's not been a game this playoffs where I felt the Heat were sleepwalking through a game, or where I felt like they were not being serious about winning a game, like
fully focused. Yeah,
even that game 2 in Milwaukee, it wasn't because Milwaukee just went nuclear.
Went nuclear from 3
early.
Like you
took them out
do anything
early.
about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game 2 of this series, without Jimmy Butler, they were still trying to win that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tonight, I think they were up like 7 or 8 points with 9 or 10 minutes left. Jimmy came back in the fourth quarter. Y'all saw that?
Yeah.
They did not wait for 8 minutes left in the fourth.
Yep.
Yes.
Jimmy came back in like 10 minutes left in the fourth. They are not playing around.
Yep.
Like they're going in for the kill. There is no play with this fucking off season. Like I mean,
and that's
the season.
Go
for
ahead,
it, Vaughn.
No, like that's some of the shit in the regular season that was like stressing me out. Like in game execution, I didn't mean to take it from you. I'm gonna give it back to you.
No, please.
No, just letting go of the rope. In real bonehead moments. They're not doing that this postseason.
Yeah, it was the regular season boredom, Bond. We talked about it all the time, and it was something that I did not think they were going to be able to do. Flip that switch in the playoffs. I really didn't. I don't think that you can, be so lackadaisical and unfocused in the regular season and then turn it on. They are proving me wrong because they have been fully committed and fully focused on every single possession, which has been the difference maker.
No,
Brass,
absolutely. Like this. No, you're already out. You gotta pay attention to what's happening.
Damn,
Moose.
Gotcha.
Too much of that Knicks pack. God damn it, Moose. Tiff, no, but to Moose's point, like I'm watching these games and I'm not afraid of like in the regular season, I was afraid of an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter with Jimmy on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm just not afraid because I feel like the team that I'm watching, the team that I'm rooting for, has the attention to detail. Like the way the Milwaukee Bucks fans had Lemon Booty up 16 points in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Like scared to fucking death the entire time. I'm never that afraid because I feel like my team pays attention to detail like no other. Like even Cody Zeller had a bad game, but defensively he was solid as shit. You know what I mean? Like he did his job when he was in the game. Mm-hmm. So like I just feel like I'm so confident in these dudes in the fourth quarter with a lead. Like I don't sweat. I'm not worried. Right. And it's a weird juxtaposition when it comes to the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's two things that's funny about this team. One, they ran it back. So guess what? There is familiarity with these guys. They are familiar with each other. They are used to playing together. So they can call whatever they need to call, and they're going to be linked because they know each other. So as much as everybody was up in their asses about the running back and this and that and the third, that's the one thing they got going for them. They are familiar with each other. Mm-hmm. And two, everybody bemoaned it. Nobody wanted it. But getting Love and Zeller was the best thing that ever happened to them all season.
For real. Love is, it's awesome. Who doesn't love Love?
It's the best thing that happened to them all season. And putting Love in the starting lineup is the best thing that happened to them all season.
Listen, you know what's funny, Bond? I had somehow it went viral like a motherfucker. This tweet that I was just like, there was this video of Jimmy and Kevin Love wiping the floor after a Knicks player stepped out of bounds. And it was great, just funny and lighthearted. But you know what? Like when Kevin Love first got here, what I started to notice is at a timeout, okay, he hit a big shot. Other team calls timeout. Kevin Love is running and skipping out to the half-court line to say congratulations, high five, blah, blah, blah. And when he was doing it at the beginning of this, when he first got here, like everybody it was almost like, yo, who is this tryhard, right? Like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, why is he trying so hard? Like, I didn't feel the love from it, but I loved watching it because, like, damn, this dude is happy to be here, right? Because there's something like when we talk about Heat culture, it is oppressive, right? It is hard. It is
the toughest, nastiest, meanest, most disrespectful, most all that
mean shit.
Most sober, most fucking
that
not
was
fun.
coming in, and it was so funny to me. He's skipping off the bench. Yep. Hey guys, great job. You hit a 3. And the rest of the team was like, because they've been fucking with each other for 4 years. And they're
That's
tired
exactly
of
how
each
they
other.
were. Yeah.
You have no idea what it's like to live in Cleveland for so many years.
That. It's like
Right.
my dog
Yeah,
was-
for real.
And to have all this
See
money
his
and to
son.
spend it on what exactly?
He was happy to see
buy
his
the
son.
Christmas story house, maybe. I don't know.
But it was-
shorts. Oh shit! The knee's gonna be out.
But legit, like it was. I was so happy. Like it. I feel like that shit is infiltrated the whole team. Right?
Yeah,
like,
this is.
those vibes are like there now.
Yep. This is what like. So this is what some people are calling for, like not a move for a move's sake, but I know Tiff and I have talked about just fresh blood. Just like people who are not tired of each other. I've been saying since the beginning of the season that this team is like not tired of each other, but just like kind of spent of one another. And
new face.
A new face, new camaraderie, and a genuine, like you said, a genuine appreciative spirit and like desire to be where he is, and a veteran who recognized that these dudes have been doing their processes have been together. Like a guy realizing that they have not been far off, understanding what he can bring, and understanding that some of that is just an extra dose of rejuvenation and just life, just lightheartedness. But that stuff reverberates, it spreads, good energy spreads, it makes you want to be around them, it makes you trust people, and it makes you want to keep them involved. And it's just nice to feel around and be around, good, fresh energy. And they've needed it. And he's been
to double down on Bond's point. What's the best part of a new school year? The fresh blood, baby. You got to see some new people there. You want to see a new girl in the homeroom, a new face over in the Matthew. So I'm just saying, sometimes you just need a new face in the room to kind of spark something going, Brass
But I never took you in. So you know how like LeBron,
I hear that.
drink draft.
We say like, Dwayne goes to Chicago and then he gets in Jimmy's ear and he talks about, all how great it is in Miami and stuff. Low key, I bet there were multiple times in Cleveland where LeBron, like Kevin caught him saying out of the corner of his breath, "Man, things shit so much better down in Miami."
Oh yeah,
that wouldn't surprise me. And so I think Kevin's been so excited to play for his organization. He's talked well of this organization.
Yeah, he said since
he wanted to be drafted here.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, and I won't even just say it's just that, because here's one of the things, and like I will kind of, it's not gonna get personal, but like with Kevin Love, he has been very, very open about mental health.
Yep.
As a superstar athlete and what that entails and everything that comes with it.
Absolutely.
And what I see is a guy that has come full circle and embraced what this is, right?
Well
and at
said.
the end of the day, what it is, he is playing a kid's game for millions of dollars.
Yep.
Right?
That's it.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing to be able to contribute to a team in that camaraderie. And I saw it. Like it was a childish joy when he first got here.
Yeah.
Youthful exuberation.
A youthful exuberance, if you want to call it. And it was
Childlike wonder. Yeah.
And this is a guy that you can tell has done work on himself. Right. And I don't want to get deep in the weeds on this kind of shit. I'll save that for
Save that for Weed Beat. Yeah.
This is already deep in the
weeds. But
weed
it is honestly, it is a beautiful thing. Like when you have done that work on yourself, you can tell there are people in your life that you can see that have done that kind of work on themselves. And Kevin Love is one of those guys. Like in the midst of a 3-game losing streak, and Duncan Robinson hits a big 3, he's jumping off the fucking bench, going nuts, trying to get Duncan Robinson's confidence back up. Like that's a dude that's done that work and is relaying that work to the rest of his teammates. And like I don't know, like listen, I don't like I do some of the intangible stuff, but locker room stuff, locker room vibes, I don't pretend to know what's going on, but I have to think.
But you could see
some of that, some of that has relayed to the floor, because it looks like these guys are having more fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you said that, Alf. I think you're absolutely right. And especially like we don't talk about it enough. Athletes that are strong enough to talk about their mental health. And then you see the beauty of it when they come out on the other side and they're playing happier and it's, rubbing off on the team and all that. So I'm glad that we said that. Take me out.
Never took you in.
Moose in the chat talking about my slurring. Listen, I've had a lot of fucking bourbon tonight, all right?
It's a Monday, Alf.
I know.
Well, that's why you need it. It's a Monday.
I was so goddamn relaxed with this fucking...
That's true.
All right, what else we got?
I can't promise this is gonna work because we didn't really run it beforehand. But we can try to listen in to some spaces.
Yes, please.
Should we give that a run?
Yes, please.
If it doesn't work, apologies, but let's go for
right
it.
here.
Let's go for
here.
it.
What they doing over there?
Multiple games during the regular season.
Yeah, but this isn't
this
isn't the team. This isn't the team to fucking do that shit.
Exactly, Nick. You get away with doing that to any other fucking team, not the Miami Heat, because they hit those fucking threes.
Yeah, they do.
And it's the closeout too, right? Like you had Grimes and even Brunson jumping at the three as opposed to closing out and making them have some sort of contest, right? They were jumping. They wouldn't even pump fake. They would just catch a ball, wait for them to fly by, relocate, and they have an open three. But why are you jumping at a 3-point shot? It makes zero sense. This is basketball 1-on-1.
Kevin Love.
And then I look at the bench. No one's even saying to the players, hey, maybe you should close out instead of jump.
Dreamy.
It's ridiculous. It's like the coaching staff isn't doing anything out there.
Nothing. The coaching staff is doing nothing.
It's just Tip's sorry ass attitude.
Whose voice
He
is
just
that?
stands there when some shit goes wrong. He just stands there, doesn't fucking
Stubborn, man.
say shit.
It's
that Jalen Brunson.
stubbornness, you know?
It's also a talent problem. The Knicks don't have these knockdown shooters.
What?
That Miami
Is that
has.
Tibbs?
Name all these
that
guys.
guy?
We've been talking about your talent all fucking
They got
season.
I mean, they got
But
all these
Eddie,
fucking...
the ball wasn't moving enough to even need a knockdown shooter. All I saw was ISO.
No, bro, that's the Knicks problem, man. RJ, Randall, Brunson, they're fucking ISO players. Listen, Randall or
episode
RJ
of The
has to
Sopranos.
go next year. One of those two. And they have to go. For
Freaking gabagoo.
So I get the balls over
Whether
here.
it's Zach LaVine, I don't know if the Bulls are going to break up their team because they look
You're
good at the end of
traveling
this year, so
here.
I don't know. But we have to. Zach LaVine's a fucking beast. He averaged 25 points a game, shot 39% from three. Zach LaVine's a
What he
beast.
gonna
Everybody
do?
trashes him because of his contract, but his contract's not that bad. I mean, it's not awful.
they're
They
still
talking
gonna go make
themselves into
changes.
everybody.
Like
They talking themselves
do
into
like
transactions
40 and
now.
50 mil in the
No,
last
I
year of the
would take Zach
contract.
LaVine.
We need and Zach LaVine's only going to be 28 next year. It's not
Imagine
that
a
old.
longer Tyler.
I mean, if you
longer,
want to go
Zach
after
LaVine's
Beal
on the
or
Knicks
somebody,
now?
that to me is crazy because he's always hurt. But we're going to see which teams break it up, and who knows?
My God,
Who
this
knows?
guy
Maybe
needs a
the
throat
Bucks
lozenge.
fucking decide
Like
to
it
blow it up.
hurts.
Maybe Giannis becomes available. I don't know. We have a shit ton of picks. We have that. We have some young players to trade, but
Maybe
finances. Oklahoma City, who has more draft picks, they might be the team that get them. But all I'm saying is the Knicks need to find somebody else. And I agree with you, Danny.
Quinn Grimes and Obi Toppin.
ISO heavy of Randall, RJ,
Straight up for
and
Giannis.
Brunson, it doesn't work, and it hasn't worked.
Quinn, Obi,
They
and
just
IQ.
need to bring in that next level talent.
All right, fine, but
that
we're gonna
meshes
need a
in,
pick
that fits
back.
in better with this team.
I totally agree. Crazy how many Miami Heat fans are in here just listening to the
Shout out,
dark
Ayo, buy my
sorrows and
t-shirt.
just all of us crying here. They're probably
Hangover
really
Time.
getting a kick
if
out of
Tibbs
it.
has
just like
mashed
the
potato
regular
throat, what does this guy
they
have, Bon?
show up late,
Man.
you know?
I don't know what the fuck
Well,
that is.
that
Sorry,
being
guys.
said,
The gargling asphalt.
That's pudding throat.
Danny,
Showed up
Yeah.
late. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Sounded
Danny,
like
thanks for
Phyllis
letting me come
Diller
on
up
real
in
quick.
here.
But boys, it was 3-1. We're going back to the garden, all right?
Hold on.
We're going back to the fucking garden. And we're going to take that ass, go back to Miami.
Oh, they gonna take that
Game
ass.
6, and then
Great
go
draft.
back to the garden. Game 7. Knicks in 7. That's all I got. All
Let's
right?
go.
Positive
Kick him out,
mentality,
Brass.
boys. Positive mentality.
Let's go.
Positive
Change things
mentality.
have an
up.
accent.
Do something for once. Playoff time. Bing bong. Have a good night, fellas.
Oh,
Thanks for having me.
He's
Hey,
blood
he
and
gave
soul.
Wow.
Thank you, brother.
Wow.
He did, Moose.
Good
We're not
job,
gonna take
bro.
it, though.
Good job, bro.
Good job, bro. I thought he said drip drop for a
Let's
second.
go stay positive. We're back in the Garden. We're definitely not going to lose one in the Garden. I don't think that's going to happen.
Not
We
gonna
already lost one in the Garden.
This is like the worst ASMR video ever.
Right, to keep it simple, it's like we gotta
Cupid,
just
we're not
gonna lose one in the Garden. We're not gonna lose one in the Garden.
whoever doesn't show up gets shipped out or gets
Whoever
moved on.
doesn't show up gets shipped out.
Just to keep it simple.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that
This
simple.
is so good.
One bad game. Listen,
It's not that simple.
I shit on
Yeah.
Randall. I was hard on him. Like last year, I fucking hated him. But Randall during the regular season is consistent as hell. I mean, he's our only all-star.
Yeah, and that's what
listen,
counts.
I
for the
get
regular
that Randall
season.
can't play in
Bro,
the
somebody
playoffs.
give this
I
guy
totally
some
get it.
Tylenol
I
cold.
see it.
Like,
It's
there's
clear as
something
day
wrong
that
with him.
I
he's
get
not a
that he's
playoff guy,
terrible
but
when it matters.
maybe
but, you know,
it
he's
just
good in
doesn't
regular
fit the way with
season.
like Danny was saying, these
Sounds
three
like how
ISO heavy
manhole
guys.
cover looks.
Maybe Randall's the key to getting somebody in here that gets this team better. Whether it's
You sound like the
Alright,
Music
so
Next
many
Man.
guys that
This
might
is
be
the Music
traded
Next
this
Man.
offseason. We don't know.
You sound like a
Damian
Ninja
Lillard might be
Turtle.
up for grabs.
You sound
I don't know
like
if
Raph.
it'd be the best fit.
He sounds like a
Guys are going to be out there, going to get traded. So, we got to see what the Knicks are going to do. And obviously, RJ's 22. I killed him. He's
And
another guy I
Master
killed. I
Splinter's
was hard
really
on him,
old.
but RJ showed me a lot this playoffs. He stepped up, but
RJ showed me a lot.
If I get a
he
superstar
can
from
dribble the
RJ,
ball.
I'm
He
fucking
can
doing
shoot
that
the
deal
ball.
every day of the week, bro.
And
That's it. I'm
Shredder
not
and
even
the
thinking
Foot
twice.
Clan are taking over the city.
I'm not even thinking twice. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
well, we thought twice in the
Call
offseason when it
Donatello.
came to
Cowabunga.
But you know what? But Danny, that was a good thing we didn't make that trade because we would have been fucked. Think about
Good
it.
take.
We'd
It was
have
a good take.
Spider, Brunson, and Randall, and then no picks. So we'd
Are
have
we
no
listening
They're
to
talking
Nick's
about
beat right now?
They missed the
That's true.
Donovan
Right?
trade.
No, you're right. I
Right.
wasn't an advocate of that trade.
This
at
is
all.
disgusting. Their
At all.
voices are fucking
Was that
disgusting.
It sounds like we're listening to like an AA
Yeah.
meeting.
Fucking
But you know who
sandpaper.
could go as far as I'm
It's like
concerned?
tobacco-
If we could
like
upgrade
tobacco
for Mitch and
recoverers.
get another.
Yeah.
Like, too bad, fucking. I wish Adebayo was
My name's
available.
Ricky
I'd love to
Ricardo.
trade Mitch for Adebayo.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
Whoa!
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're breaking up that team anytime soon.
Fuck no, Bing Bong, fuck your life.
Into